Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Marhaban, ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome to our Arabic learning channel. With you is your brother Abu Jandal. In our last episode, we had explained and brought a table which simplified the ad-dama'ir shakhsiyya, the personal pronouns. Today, we want to break this table down so that we can simplify it better for the beginners in learning this language of Arabic. So we want to look at ad-dama'ir shakhsiyyatu lilmufrad, singular personal pronouns. Remember, in the last episode, what we did was to combine all of the personal pronouns in terms of the singular, dual, and also plural. So today we want to look at the personal pronouns that we use to describe and qualify only the singular nouns. So we have this table today, and these personal pronouns are just 5. The first, we have he, and we have she. After each of the personal pronouns, we are going to be bringing examples to better your understanding. So let's dive into this lesson. The first personal pronoun we have here today is he. And we know he is for a singular male, third person, the person you are talking about. So what word do we use for the word he in the Arabic language? It is simple. We just use huwa. Huwa. So huwa is he. Huwa, he. Huwa, he. MashaAllah. Then let's move on to she. She, that is the female third person singular. The word we have here is she, and in Arabic we simply say, instead of huwa, we say hiya. Hiya. She. Huwa. He. Hiya. She. MashaAllah. So we have he. Yeah, that is she. Here, she. Then we come to the second person male singular. In the English language, the word to be used for the second person male singular, that is you, is you. So when we have both male and female, the word to be used is still you. If you have a male, you say you. Female, you say you. But in the Arabic language, we have difference of words. So the first one here is you for a male. When you're talking to somebody and you are facing person, you want to say you. In the Arabic language, we have a word for the male, and the word is simply anta. The word is anta, which means you male. Anta, you male. Now we move on to the next you, which is for the female you, the second person female singular, and that is you for female. The word to be used is anti. Look at the similarity here. We have anta for you male. Now we have anti for you female. When you are talking to a singular female, you say you. The word to be used is anti. Anta for you male, anti for you female. And lastly, we have the first person singular. When you are the speaker and you are alone, what word do you use for yourself? In English language, you simply say I. Whether you being a female or a male, the simple word is I. And the same thing goes for the Arabic language. The word to be used in the Arabic is ana. Again, Anna. Repeat after me. We have Anna. MashaAllah. Now let's go through the table once again. He, huwa, she, hiya, you male, anta, you female, anti, you female. Then I, Anna. Again, I, Anna. Now let's bring some examples to better our understanding. Now, what example can we bring here? In the English language, we can say he is going. He is going. Yes, he is going. In the Arabic language, the equivalent of this is to begin also with the pronoun, because here we began with the pronoun in the English language he. So we are going to begin also by saying huwa. Huwa yadhhabu. Huwa yadhhabu. Huwa yadhhabu, which means he is going. Huwa yadhhabu. He is going. MashaAllah. Now let's move on to she. That is the third person female singular. We can also say she is going. She is going. She is going. In the Arabic language, you also begin with the pronoun which is here. So you also say here, but now instead of yadhhabu, we use yadhhabu for a male. Now we are going to use tadhhabu for a female. Tadhhabu. Here, tadhhabu, which means she is going. Here, tadhhabu, she is going. MashaAllah. Now if you look at the verbs we brought here, yadhhabu and tadhhabu, there are changes here. In the English language, we can see that the verbs are the same. Going, 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 and we have going all through. But in the Arabic language, the verb tenses will also continue to change. And this we've also explained in an exclusive video you can watch above. So the link is there placed. You can click on it and watch the video to know how these verbs change. MashaAllah. Now let's move on to you. For a male singular, you're talking to somebody, you. So in English language, you can say, you are going. You are going. While in the Arabic language, if you are talking to a male and you want to say you are going, it is very easy. You also begin with the pronoun for you, a male, and this anta. You simply say anta tadhhabu. Anta tadhhabu. Meaning you are going, that is for a male. Anta tadhhabu. You are going. MashaAllah. Now if you have a female and you're talking to her, you will simply say you are going. The same with here. You are going. That is in the English language. You can see the words are the same. You are going, you are going. But in the Arabic language, the verb will also change. Just as the pronoun will change. The pronoun to be used here is anti for a female. Meaning you female. Anti. Then you say tadhhabina. Remember here we said tadhhabu for a male. Anta tadhhabu, you are going. But here we say anti tadhhabin. Anti tadhhabin. Anti tadhhabin. MashaAllah. Meaning you are going. That is to a female. Then lastly, we have the personal pronoun for the speaker. That is the first person singular. I. So I will say in the English language that I am going. In the Arabic language, the same, you also begin with the personal pronoun which is ana. Ana, which means I am. Then going, you say adhhabu. Adhhabu. Ana adhhabu. I am going. MashaAllah. If we look at this, we see that the verb tenses continuously change all through this table, all through these pronouns, except for the third person female singular and also the second person male singular. The words are similar. As we said earlier, these differences and changes in the verb tenses have been explained by our tutor in this exclusive video. You can click on it and watch it to get the better understanding of the verb tenses. Again, to summarize, we have dealt with ad-damair al-shakhsiyya lil-mufrad, singular personal pronouns. And we said we have he, which is a singular person, and that is huwa. An example, he is going, huwa yadhhabu. he is going. هو يذهب. Then we have she, which is here. An example, we can say she is going here. تذهب. You, male, you say anta. Example, you are going. Anta tadhabu. Then you, for female, anti. Anti, you. An example, you are going, we can say anti tadhabin. Anti tadhabin. Then lastly, I, we can say ana. I, ana is Arabic. I, ana, I. So I can say I am going, and in Arabic we say ana adhabu. With this, we come to the end of this lesson of today. In our next lesson, we are also going to do the same thing with الضمائر الشخصية للمثنى. That is the dual personal pronouns, meaning personal pronouns used for two people. That is what you will be getting in our next video. And afterwards, we also go for الضمائر الشخصية للجمع. That is the plural personal pronoun. The personal pronouns in Arabic for plural, for many people. Do make sure you like and share with your friends so that it will serve as sadaqah jariyah for us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us better understanding. Till then, assalamu alaikum.